It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 4th of November. I'm James Spann. Very mild for the rest of the week. Rain chances increasing Friday and Saturday. The big question, when does that rain stop? Fairly challenging forecast, but let's dive in there and see what we got this morning. Big, cold upper trough over the western U.S. A lot of mountain snow there. Biggest snow so far this season. The 588 ridge here across the deep south. That's going to keep us pretty mild. We're starting off the day in the 60s. We'll expect a high well up in the 70s today. Maybe some spots flirting with 80 where the sun breaks out. But in the west, it's cold with 30s. And again, a lot of mountain snow. Parts of the Colorado Rockies under a winter storm warning today. Flash flood watches in effect for parts of Texas, including Dallas-Fort Worth. And here in our state, we have a dense fog advisory for southwest Alabama, but that will be burning off later this morning. Convective outlook today, we have a marginal severe weather risk for parts of West Texas on up into the Great Plains. And then tomorrow, the standard slight risk from the Texas Hill Country into the western tip of Kentucky. Some of the cities in that risk would include Dallas, Fort Worth, Texarkana, Little Rock, Jackson, Tennessee. A marginal risk as far north as Minnesota, and it just clips the northwestern corner of the state. And then on day 3, which is Friday, there is a marginal severe weather risk from North Alabama, North Mississippi, up to the Great Lakes, with a cold front approaching. But the better dynamic support passes pretty far north, and the severe weather risk, I would say at this point, looks pretty low here. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning. This is suggesting rain amounts of about 1 inch. So let's take it day by day and see what we got here. This is the 06Z and this is at 500 millibars, valid today at noon. You can see that cold trough in the west. We forecast snow for Flagstaff, Arizona today, for obvious reasons, with that big bowling ball coming through there. But we've got ridging here, so today will be like yesterday. Clouds this morning, some sun this afternoon, highs well up in the 70s. The NAM is at 78, the GFS showing 77 today. Really the same thing tomorrow. Morning clouds, maybe some afternoon sun, highs upper 70s. We note the NAM is at 82. That's probably a bit too warm, but it's certainly going to be a warm November day. And understand, today and tomorrow, the chance of rain is not zero. There could be a few isolated showers around, but probably not very many. Now, Friday, the western trough begins to lift out. And again, how this thing lifts out and the surface features will determine how much rain we get and when we get that rain. Here's the surface look. This is Friday at noon. The cold front is from Memphis down to about College Station, Texas. The coarse surface low is way, way north of here, over basically Hudson Bay in Canada. But clearly that should bring an increase in the number of showers and thunderstorms by Friday afternoon and Friday night. Now, this is Saturday at 12 noon. You can see the surface front near Muscle Shoals down to about Shreveport. And we're still in rain, so a good chance of showers and storms Friday night and Saturday. This is Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. And the GFS is suggesting at that point the better chance of rain shifting to areas just south of Interstate 20. The rain ending around 6 or 7 o'clock in places like Tuscaloosa and Birmingham and Anniston. But again, this is the GFS. The European is slower, as you'll see. And then Sunday, the GFS clears us out. Will be cooler and dry if this is right. Now, this is the European at 6 o'clock Saturday evening, and it's still got rain falling in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden. So it's a really close call for these football games. Alabama and LSU is the big one in Tuscaloosa in our state. And I think out of respect to the European, you have to leave in a chance of rain for that game. Could be the best chance of rain is during the first half. Maybe some thunder, but it's certainly not a severe weather look. Not a flash flood kind of thing. Just be aware that some rain is a distinct possibility for the Alabama-LSU game, especially in the first half. I say no severe weather. We can't rule out the chance of some thunder. We just can't do that, but I'd say it's an outside chance. Now, down in Auburn plays at College Station, Texas, and it's going to be the same deal, really. If you look down in that part of Texas, it's going to be a close call. Their game is at 6:30. And that's going to be a close call. Maybe some lingering showers for the first part of that game, but I think there's a better chance the rain will be over there. And, of course, we'll have better clarity tomorrow as we get closer to the weekend. Now, this is Sunday, and the front, according to the European, is below Birmingham, and this is suggesting maybe some lingering showers Sunday morning south of Interstate 20, but clearly dry air is beginning to win the battle, and again, highs will drop in the 60s. Monday of next week, a cool, dry air mass, the GFS printing a low of 41. We might see some 30s in the cooler pockets, highs in the 60s. Same thing Tuesday, cool and dry. And a week from today, there's a new trough in the west. But, we had a severe weather look for the middle of next week. A few days ago, that's not there anymore. In fact, we're still dry Wednesday. And then Thursday, a cold front slips in. That is not a severe weather look, just a chance of showers and maybe some thunder for Thursday the 12th. This is the end of the forecast, Friday the 13th. The flow beginning to pick up across North America, which you'd expect in November, but we are in a dry air mass that would be cool and pleasant. And you can see after this warm week we're having this week, temperatures come way down. The ensembles are printing upper 50s in here Sunday and Monday. I'm not so sure it's that cool. And then after that, highs in the low 60s and lows mostly in the 40s. And that is about where we ought to be for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless.